Here we go. We're trying to solve this by completing the squares. I've tried to do this video like 3 times already. I'm hoping that this time everything just goes well. Okay, so let's go. The first thing we need to do is make A1, right? A1, so it makes me laugh every time. So we'll make A equal to 1. So that means we should divide everything by 2, right? So we'd have x squared minus 9 over 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. So we've made A equal to 1. The next thing we want to do is we want to move 5 over to the other side. So take the c away so we can free up the left hand side. We'll have x squared minus 9 over 2x is equal to 5. So 5 is now on the other side. The next thing would be to, what c do we need to be here? We're going to have x squared minus 9 over 2x. And so the c we would need to have here would be, well, we'll multiply b by half and square it, right? So that would be negative 9 over 2 times half. I'm not starting over, so you will just have to live with that. Okay, negative 9 over 2 times half, and then we square it, which gives us negative 9 over 4 all squared, right? That's 81 over 16, so plus 81 over 16. So that's the c that we need on this side. And then I'm going to put it on the other side also. That would be minus 5 plus 81 over 16, right? So I just put that also. Okay, on the left hand side, we can rewrite this as x minus 9 over 4 all squared. And then we can take the LCM to add these ones up. We would have minus 80 plus 81. So we would have x minus 9 over 4 all squared is equal to 1 over 16. Right? If you're a bit lost, you can pause and just go over the steps by yourself and then play back when you're good. Right? So we'd have, take square root of both sides. We have two possible solutions. We'd have x minus 9 over 4 is equal to 1 over 16. 1 over 4, right? Positive 1 over 4, or would have x minus 9 over 4 is equal to negative 1 over 4. So if we move this over on this one, this solution would have x is equal to 1 over 4 plus 9 over 4, which basically gives us 10 over 4, right? Or 2.5, right? That's 2.5. That's, yes, 2.5. On the other hand, we could have, if I move this 9 over 4 over here, I would have x is equal to negative 1 over 4 plus 9 over 4, which gives me 8 over 4, which gives me 2. So our solutions are 2 or 2.5. Okay, yes, so we have the answers there. 2 or 2.5 are the solutions to that, right? So again, the steps are simple. We made A1, then we moved the C over to the other side. Then we found the c that we needed to make the left hand side the perfect square, and then we put it there. Then we rewrote it as a square binomial, and everything there was quite simple, right? So let's go through the same process again. All right, the first thing is A. Okay, A is already 1, so we're good with that. The next thing is we need to move the c. So I can just move this constant to join that one. I would have x squared minus 2x is equal to negative 5, right? So negative 5 minus 8 plus 3 is negative 5. Good. Next, we'd have the c that we need to be here would be, we divide b by 2 and square it. So that would be x squared minus 2x. So 2 over 2 plus 1, 2 is plus 1, right, is equal to negative 5 plus 1. So would have x squared minus 2x plus 1 is equal to negative 4. So we'd have x minus 1 all squared when you rewrite the left hand side. So let's take square root of both sides. We'd have x minus 1 is equal to, no, so there's no solution, right? Because you can't take the square root of negative 4 will give you no solution. So basically, there is no number that satisfies this. There's no value for x that will satisfy this, right? So basically, square root of minus 4, and we stop there. Yeah, no solution. Okay, the final one is we have this. So let's try to figure this out. A is 1, so my c. Okay, we can just move the c over there. So we'd have x squared minus 3x would be equal to, if I move 12 over here, I would have minus 12, so it's equal to 10. Equal to 10. All right. So A is 1, we've moved C. The next thing is we need to add the C that we need on this side, right? So we'd have x squared minus 3x. Okay, so that would be basically minus 3 over 2 all squared, which will give us plus 9 over 4. And we'll put that on the other side, 10 plus 9 over 4. So on this side here, we're going to have x minus 3 over 2 all squared, right? When you write the left-hand side, would be equal to, LCM here is 4. So this is 40 plus 9. So we'd have x minus 3 over 2 all squared is equal to 49 over 4. So we can take the square root, would have x minus 3 over 2 is equal to 7 over 2, or x minus 3 over 2 is equal to negative 7 over 2. If I move this over here, I would have x is equal to 7 over 2 plus 3 over 2, which is basically 10 over 2, which is 5. So x is equal to 5. Then for the other solution, let me just rule a line here. Good. For the other solution, we would have x is equal to negative 7 over 2 plus 3 over 2, which will give us, if I'm correct, that would be negative 4 over 2, which gives us negative 2. So our solutions are negative 2 or 5, right? So negative 2 or 5. Okay, so there you have it. Successfully, we've recorded this video. Didn't have to restart. Yeah. So you should be good with this by now. If not, again, you can practice these questions, again, and the one in the former video, and you can check your answers with that. All right. Final word. All 4 methods, or all the 3 methods we've done so far, rather, would give you the exact same solution. So one way to check your answer with the completing the squares, or whichever one you feel like you're hung up on, is to just use another method to solve it and then put the answers, side by side. All right. So thank you very much.